Good day everyone. In the last video we have seen the structure of mitochondria under the topic functions of the cell's organelles, and today we are going to see the function. We have seen the structure and we are going to see the function now. What function does it carry? As we have said, it produces energy, production of energy, so production of energy can only be possible when a molecule called adenosine triphosphate is synthesized. Adenosine triphosphate. Abbreviated to ATP. So for energy to be produced in the cell, definitely an adenosine triphosphate must be synthesized, and the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of this ATP is ATP synthase. That is the name of the enzyme, called ATP synthase. Is the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of ATP molecules. What it does is that there is a compound called adenosine diphosphate. There is a compound which we normally call adenosine diphosphate. The synthesis of ATP is triggered by ATP synthase, and it uses adenosine diphosphate to synthesize adenosine triphosphate. What these names tell you is that adenosine triphosphate is a molecule which contains 3 phosphate units. That is why we say adenosine triphosphate. It has 3 phosphate units, and this one has 2 phosphate units. Actually, the phosphate unit is PO4 phosphate unit. PO4 3 minus iron. It's PO4 3 minus iron, and this one has 3 phosphate units and this one has 2 phosphate units. What happens is that this ATP synthase add phosphate unit to this adenosine diphosphate, thereby synthesizing adenosine triphosphate. So what happens is that there is ADP plus this phosphate unit. The enzyme add the phosphate unit And the addition of this phosphate unit cannot be possible without the presence of energy. So energy has to be present for the phosphate group to be added to the ADP by ATP synthase. So when this happens, there is going to be production of ATP and water. So when energy is to be generated, this ATP is hydrolyzed. So the hydrolysis of this ATP will bring about the production of energy. So if you have ATP plus water, ATP plus water, this gives ADP, because this the one phosphate group is detached when it is hydrolyzed, thereby bringing about the production of ADP in the phosphate group and the energy. This is how energy is released in the cell or is synthesized. So without the presence of this energy, no physiological process can work in our body. All the physiological process in our body require energy. Otherwise, it will not take place. So let us have a look at the greater detail of how energy is produced, because energy is produced not only inside the mitochondria. You know, we have cell here, nucleus at the center, with some other organelles, mitochondrion, Golgi apparatus, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and so on and so forth. So actually, supposing that this is mitochondrion, so the process of energy production takes place within the mitochondrion and takes place in the cytoplasm outside the mitochondrion. Normally what happens outside the mitochondrion is called glycolysis. That is what happens in the cytoplasm outside the mitochondrion. And in the mitochondrion, a process called Krebs cycle takes place. These two important metabolic processes bring about the production of energy in cell. It's very important for you to understand that the number of mitochondria in cells depends on the energy requirement of that cells. If the cells require high amount of energy, there will be numerous mitochondria ranging from several thousand to above. And if the cell does not require much energy, you will find out that it has less number of mitochondria. So we're going to look at what happens inside the cytoplasm and what happens inside the mitochondria in the next video, which is associated with the production of energy.